Hey everyone. So first of all, I would like to congratulate all the Federer fans. He's finally back on court. So we have been waiting for this moment for quite some time now. The last match that he played was in March, and that also he was not able to win. So good to see him back on court and looks the same Federer, although it's obvious that he's coming back from a injury and also then a lot of time off, so he's definitely a little bit slow on the court. But still, today I think he played a really good match with Andahar, and I think Andahar is also a very good clay court player. So some of you would have seen that match against Nadal a few years back in the French Open, where he was like 5-1 up in a set against Nadal and also 40 love up, although he could not still win a set against Nadal, but he played well. So he's a good clay court player, and it was obvious from the beginning that because Federer is coming back after a long time, he will find it difficult to win a match. It's always difficult when you come back after an injury, and but obviously he will be disappointed because it was his home ground and he was on a winning streak of 32 matches on the home soil, not on clay specifically, but in Switzerland. So he'll be disappointed because he would have wanted to have many more matches under his belt in terms of getting used to the court surface, getting used to the match fitness. So that will definitely affect him. But overall, I think his game was really good. So now the question is, how well he is he playing, and can he compete with the likes of Djokovic and Nadal, and can he win Roland Garros? That is also a question here. Or perhaps can he win Wimbledon this year? So this video will be a very short one. We'll just talk about some of the statistics of the match against Andahar. So as you can see, he's coming back after a long time. So his first serve percentage was not that high. It's 59%. Although anything above 60% is considered as a good first serve percentage, but Federer usually, serves really well, and it's clay, so the serve is actually neutralized, but still we would have hoped a better first serve performance. And then you can see the aces and double faults. So three aces, less than Andoha, but still good. And break point save is 40%, 50%. So it was a very close match. And I think you can see the total points won is it's very, you know, minimum difference only of 3 points, and Federer actually led the final set. He was up a break, looking strong. He was serving well too. He had a couple of love service games where he was 40 love up, and he was looking in cruise control. But then all of a sudden, Andoha, came back, and he was playing really aggressive towards the end of the match. He was just returning well and then going for his shots, going for the lines, hitting really deep shots, and it forced Federer to, of course, he's coming back after a long time, so he's not moving that well, so he could not defend as well as he would have liked, and that was the result in the end. But the good thing for Federer fans is that he was down 1540, I think, and the way he saved two match points, the first two match points, was good to see. Him hitting a backhand down the line winner, and also then backed up by a forehand winner after a long rally towards the end. So it was really nice to see him trying to stay in the match. And if you see the whole match, if you observe Federer's expressions, he looked really happy to be back on the court, and he was really enjoying the game. Although he was also, he understood that he's not moving that well, and his forehand was also, he was miss hitting it a lot of times. But then he enjoyed his time on court, and he looked fit in terms of the overall ability. And I think that's the good news for everybody, that he's out there competing, and it was his first match. Now the problem is he directly goes into Roland Garros and he doesn't have too much match practice, so he will definitely hope for a easy draw first up, so that he gets some time on the court, and also some time on the court with players who actually rally a lot. Because if even on clay we have seen over the years, the game has changed a little bit. So now the players are trying to be more aggressive, and not only all the other players, but even the likes of Nadal, who actually loved to rally a lot, but now given his age, he is also trying to play aggressive on that surface. And for Federer, it will be really important because he needs to move well, and he doesn't move that well as of now, on clay because of his injury and whatnot. So I think that would be an important factor to be able to play against the guys who rally a lot in the first few rounds, so that Federer gets a lot of match practice and short practice. And also, playing 2 hours, 3 hours matches will benefit him uh, in the first 2 or 3 rounds. And then when he gets to the quarters, if he gets to the quarters, then obviously he can try to play his natural game and be more aggressive and take more risks. So I think it's good to see Federer back on court. That is the most important thing. And the key factors for today, of course, Federer was slow on movement. His first serve percentage was low, and Andujar played aggressive towards the end. And that is what every player is playing. Every player is doing nowadays against Federer. They know that they have a chance if they play aggressive, because Federer is not able to defend that well. And even Federer understands that, and that is why he tries to play aggressive all the time. And he has to take a lot of risk, and that cause a lot of mishits, maybe missed first serves. He has to go big on the second serve because he knows he cannot rally as much. And coming back after such a long period of time, uh, even in his best days, he would not have defended that well given his age. But now, since he's coming back after an injury, and lack of match practice is also there, so that those two factors combined, further impact his movement on court. But his backhand looked good. So he was hitting with a lot of topspin. He was hitting with a lot of flexibility, whether it was his cross-court backhand or even his down the line backhand was good. So that was nice to see. And now I think the last question is, can he win Roland Garros? So I would say probably not. It's too early to, even think about that, because we have huge, contest between Nadal and Djokovic. And I think obviously Nadal is the favorite there. But then we have other players like Themes, where all of these players are playing really well on clay. And I think they have better chances to win the tournament than Federer. In 2019, where Federer faced Nadal in the final, Federer was actually playing really well, although the conditions that day were not suitable for him, but he was still playing really well. And it looked like he could beat, not beat Nadal, but at least he could win a set. And even under those conditions, he was a breakup a lot of times. So I think this time around, probably Federer is not going to win the Roland Garros Championship. I mean, it will be a real surprise if it happens. How far he can go, I would say fourth round or quarters. It all depends on the draw, but usually he does make up to the fourth round, because he has time to adjust. And then fourth round onwards, you get to play really the top guys who are, in form, like the likes of we have Nishikori and Thiem and Zverev. So you have to beat one of those top 10 guys in the quarters, and that will be difficult for Federer to do if he's not, having too much match practice. So he needs to practice well, I would say. But it was really good to see him, as long as the bottom line is, as long as Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic are on court and they are playing, it's always exciting. And we can just hope that these three guys play against each other, no matter if it's a one-sided match or whoever wins. It doesn't matter if they play on court. We just want to see them together. And I think it's good that all these three players are looking to play in Roland Garros and also in Wimbledon. And this period of a month or a month and a half will actually give Federer a lot of time to practice. And his game, his natural ability to take risks and play aggressive, combined with his good serve, will obviously help him in the Wimbledon. But as of now, I would say he needs to practice more, and we just hope to see him play well at Roland Garros and get as far as he can. So that is it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.